If you've ever attended a convention, being on a panel can be a completely different experience. While I've talked before about what a convention panel is, what cons are looking for in a panelist, and how to be a good moderator, I realized I've missed stage. Here's what I do to get ready. Welcome back to Morgan's Writing Tips and Writerly Musings with writing tips from the pros and, of course, my own writerly musings. I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood, and today I'm here with 6 steps to prep as a convention panelist. So, note this is aimed at fandom conventions rather than professional conferences, but many of these steps work for both. So, hang on tight. Tip 1, ask to be on panels. If there is a convention you're interested in paneling at, you can often fill out a form or email programming to offer your services. They usually look 6 to 9 months out, but some start looking a year out and some just a few weeks. It depends on the size and the level of guests. Asking is never a guarantee, but it is a great way to get your foot in the door. So remember, some conventions expect panelists to pay to attend. Some give you a discount and some will waive your admission fee. Guest of honor get more expenses covered, but not necessarily all of them. Tip number 2, fill out the survey. Be open about the sorts of panels or workshops you'd like to run or be on. Sure, there are plenty of panels you may have seen before that you know you would be a perfect fit for. But conventions are always looking for fresh panel ideas to mix in with the evergreen content. Tip 3, emails. Check your email. You should get a confirmation email at least a month out from the convention. Schedules are always in flux, but most have drafted schedules out 2 to 6 weeks in advance. Now, many conventions will let you know in advance who will be the moderator. If so, they will often share, with permission, the emails of the fellow panelists. Most moderators will email with an introduction, a few bullet points, and that they plan to cover, and ask if there are any points that the other panelists wish to cover or avoid. Now, if you're not the moderator, be ready for this email. Check your spam and respond promptly, even if it's with just a looks good, looking forward to meeting you. Just be responsive. Tip 4, prep content. There are a few approaches for prepping content for a panel, and I find they align pretty well with the 3 styles of writers. For the planner, you've got someone who writes out pages of talking points and authors to recommend and any technical details they want to suggest. For the planter, you'll find they toss a few bullet points and maybe a book title or two onto a page. And then you got your pantsers, flying by the seat of their pants and winging it. No notes, just smiles. Ding! Tip 5, bring supplies. Obviously, your prep style influences which of these you need, but here are a few suggestions. Number 1, a notebook, useful for jotting down clever suggestions from the other panelists, or any comments that you think of that you don't want to forget while you're waiting for your turn to speak because they're taking forever. Secondly, you will probably want to have some water. Some cons have pitchers and cups for the presenters. Other cons, you should bring your own water bottle. 3, clothing. Remember, people will be sitting in front of you, facing you. Make sure that whatever you wear when sitting down only shows what you want to be seen. Next, business cards. Self explanatory. Next, books. Now, not all cons do this, but many let authors put like 1 to 3 of their books in front of them. You also want to have your name card. Most conventions give you a name card to prop in front of you so that the audience members can tell who is who. And masks. Some cons do require them. Some you can take off your mask while you're on the panel because of the distance, or you can get and bring a clear mask for better access for lip readers. And tip 6, be on time. When you get to the convention, there's often a different line for the panelists to get their badges, but don't expect it to be instantaneous. Leave plenty of time before your first panel to get your badge and scope out where your panel or panels are. Now, most conventions, as I said, provide a name card for you to prop in front of you at panels. Remember to bring it with you from panel to panel. Now, if you lose it, you can usually swing by operations, otherwise known as ops, and get a new one printed. You may also get a printout of your schedule, but more and more are going paperless. So try to get to your panel at least 10 minutes early, although accessibility or back to back panels can make this challenging. Select your chair, get your water, and introduce yourself to your fellow panelists. That way, you can make sure you're pronouncing their names right and you have their pronouns straight and all that before you get started. So, if the panel is online, these same rules apply. Make sure you can access the convention login space ahead of time. Arrive 10 minutes early to test your audio and video. And so the staff knows that you have the correct links or has time to get it to you. And then it's go time. So, are you interested in becoming a panelist? Are you an expert panelist? And do you have any convention stories you'd like to share with us? Or maybe some steps that you take that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. And always tune in again next week for more writing tips and writerly musings. Bye bye.